Alright, so ladies and gents, welcome to another Asian Robot video. I'm just gonna put the boss music on. Alright, so you want to clear the trial this week. What I'm gonna tell you straight up is that the Skraev is very, very low on hit points. So, I actually got a timing of 2 minutes and 43 seconds. I actually expect people to do far better than this week. Like I said, it's gonna be a very, very easy week, to be honest. If I'm perfectly honest with all of you. So, like, I don't want people to be thinking that it's going to be like a difficult week or anything like that. No, but I got a good build for you guys that's going to be very easy for you guys to implement and utilize. And it comes with plenty of defenses, so you really won't have a lot of trouble with this guy. The biggest thing you got to understand is that the Skraev, okay, functions on the basis of being an absolute dickwad. But, even so, he can be beaten. Alright, you just gotta manage your stamina well. Why? Because if you do not manage your stamina, you're gonna have a very, very rough time. Now, one cool thing about this build is that, as you can see, it is not one of those that is predator reliant. But the other downside to this build is that you are going to have to delete these umbral orbs if they do spawn. Unlike with my normal builds, I will always say like, oh, you don't even have to worry about it, but this is not one of those where you can ignore the umbral, unfortunately. I really wanted to make one where you could, but honestly, in terms of clearance times, it's way better if we don't make one like that. So we're gonna do exactly this. Now, make sure you knock down the behemoth when you can, and when you need to save up stamina, just use your light combo, especially with the chain blades. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, about the snow, there's nothing you can do about that because you do not want to waste time taking care of that. So what I did was I just ignored that as, I mean, fighting blind is kind of normal when you're fighting Skraevs. I mean, most people would just ignore that anyway. So yeah, you can just do the same thing that I'm doing here, as you can see. Now, the main thing you want to make sure is that your lantern is triggered and explodes often on the Skraev, because if you do so, you can get a very good clear time. It's actually quite easy to do that. Oh, 2 minutes 29, there you go. So that's even faster than when I was practicing. Well, I only did one practice attempt anyway, but you get the point. So, the Skraev is literally, like, super easy. Like I said, it's got, like, next to no hit points. Alright? So I'm going to pause this now and switch over to my favorite rain and thunderstorm ambiance while I go through the build with you. When we return to Ramsgate, I will show you the build and how easy it is to actually completely just murk the Skraev. Clearing the trial this week is one of the easiest weeks. Absolutely guarantee you. The Skraev hits hard, but its hit points are fucking trash. So you literally be able to get through this really fast. Okay, so how do you build this? First of all, Scorching Agonies, alright? Endurance Cell, Predator Cell, alright? Special, Reaper's Dance, Mod, Hurricane Blades, always. And your bond is the Charred Blades. Now, if you prefer Inferno's Fangs, go for it. I just find that on builds where I use a lot of stamina, especially because the Skraev has Frost. Frost gives the chill status, which means that you have to dash in order to remove the chill status effect. I find the Charred Blades better because I'm always using stamina, right? Tempest as your Omnicell. You'll notice I use Tempest a lot for trials. The main reason is that the higher attack speed and the dodging also contributes to damage and really, really helps out, I find. Now, Discipline is a very good substitute, but Discipline requires you to build some crits, and that I think sacrifices some of the raw damage that you could put in, especially with a build that is focused almost entirely on dodging, because you want to dodge. The Skraev is a creature where you have to dodge, so Tempest is ideal. Embermane's Rapture with Catalyst Cell, alright? This is also, again, another standard choice for Lantern, especially against... Why is my air conditioning not on? Sorry, guys. Especially against ice creatures, Embermane's Rapture, Catalyst Cell. those things now. Because there's a 4-second delay to the bomb exploding, sometimes the creature will move. But if you can land the majority of your lantern hits, you can finish the trial in, like I showed you, 2 minutes, 29 seconds. Or even faster, maybe. I'm not that great. But, you know, some of you might be. Agaric Canopy for your helm with a toughness cell. Now, you might think, wait, why does he have only 1 toughness cell and a +3 parasitic? I'll explain that in a bit. And you really got to understand the math behind it, but it's very helpful. Skraeving Jacket with an endurance cell right here. Boreal Mite with a berserker cell. And Skraeving Boots with a catalyst cell. You'll notice that overall we have a lot of ice stuff. The only difference is the Agaric Canopy. All right, now to explain the build to you. And I'm going to turn my cam off for this. Adrenaline. Okay. 3% damage for every 10 stamina missing. You have 210 stamina with this build thanks to +6 endurance. You should get up to 63% damage. That's your bread and butter. Catalyst. Making your tonics more effective, more tonic duration as well. So your Blitz, Frenzy, Aether Drive, all of it's more effective. You want to have that and it's going to last longer. You need that. Why? The less time you waste drinking potions, the more time you can spend fighting the behemoth. More effective tonics means better stats overall as well. Endurance, already explained with the adrenaline portion. Aether Hunter, this comes with the Charog's Blades. You cannot change it. So no matter what, you have Aether Hunter, but it has something very useful. Aether Charge Behemoths take 20% more damage. The Skraev tends to Aether Charge. So there you go, that's another 20% damage in there when it Aether Charges. Berserker, 20% baseline damage in exchange for 150 max health. Okay, this is countered by your toughness later on. But the other reason for toughness is because the Skraev hits hard. Even with Parasitic +3, if I went full Berserker, I was going to suffer like hell. Not only because of the reduction to max health, but also not being able to heal enough off the Predator Omnicell. Off the Parasitic Cell. Omnicell, oh my god. Off the Parasitic Cell. So, in order to supplement your healing, 15% might not sound like a lot, but it's a lot. And you don't want to waste too many defensive cells because the max I would try to go for trials is 2 defensive cells. Why? The more slots that you waste on defense, the less you have for offense, which in trials is a terrible, terrible thing. You must have full offense as much as possible. So Parasitic Toughness to counter Berserker. Predator +3. Now, why didn't I go with full Berserker there? Again, same reason. I didn't want to lose the max health because I kind of need a buffer. Against the Skraev, I like a buffer. Also, Predator should have a lot of uptime because why? You need to dodge. Dodging helps your Tempest, all right? And that is literally your bread and butter with this build. So it makes sense to have at least +3 Predator. You only lose 1% damage versus +6 Berserker, because +6 Berserker goes up another 1.5%, so that takes you up to 35. If you have +3 Berserker and +3 Predator, you have 34%. The downside is you lose this 14% whenever you take a hit, and you will take a hit occasionally, all right? I take hits all the time, but it doesn't deny the value of Predator, so keep that in mind. Now, Tenacious. Tenacious comes with the Boreal Mite, and with this build, you have the standard 1,100 hit points, okay? So your Tenacious gives you another 11% on top of that. It's just a little bit of additional damage, all right? And you should be able to maintain the bonus for most of it, all right? If you ever feel like you can't maintain the bonus, please take a potion, all right? And that's about it. That's how you play the build, and that's how you smoke this behemoth really, really easily. So, ladies and gents, thank you very much for watching the trial. I hope the explanation helped, and I hope it helps you understand how we got the numbers we did. All right, here's my thank you scene. Death Dawning 982, Stephen Martin, Eugene Robson, Pinomies, Old Mr. Cream Puff, Jerry Fast, Logan Schwartz, Titorius Venom, The Forgotten, Nate the Great, Zach NFG. All of them are Prestige, and Death Dawning is Plus Ultra. You want to see your name on this list? Get a membership, get a high tier. It's worth it. Well, I feel it's worth it. Anyway, April's top supporters as well: Bravo7910, Kazmanta, my lovely girl, Avi Uzumaki, Johnny Nara, The Mighty Zeno, Splash'em, Death Dawning 982, Riv Archer 124, Rec Coates, Michael Riley, Brett Gillen, Old Mr. Cream Puff, Nate Smith, Mike Bogema, and Ty Rutherford. Also, Zeke, your name is going to be on this list this weekend. I always change it every weekend. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you want to support my content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Drop a tip via link in the description of the video if you want to keep the channel running. Send super thanks on YouTube, or grab a channel membership. All of that helps out tremendously. Thank you guys. I'll see you in the next one.